Hello boys and girls. In this video, we're going to be discussing different ways to represent our numbers. Now you've already learned the basic way to represent a numbers with its number symbol, right? So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to represent numbers in, new ways that you may not be familiar with. So let's get started. All right, boys and girls. So you're already familiar with these numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've memorized that this symbol of the straight line down is the number 1, and this curvy symbol with the line going out, right? Half a heart will never do. Side to the right to make a 2. Round and round, right, is all you need, right, to make a 3. Round and around like a B. That's the way you make a 3, and then make an L. But wait, there's more. Add a stick man to add a 4. And then when we have we have the make his hat, make his back, make 5's belly, round and fat. So you've memorized that these number symbols are represent numbers, right? That we count. Okay. Well, another way to represent a number, to show a number, is with tally marks. So let's say I want to count a few objects. I have 3 pencils. Now, another way that I can, instead of doing the number 3, I can just do 3 straight lines. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm showing that I found, I have 3 pencils. If I add another pencil, then I will have 4. So I'm going to make another tally mark. All right, my friends. But here's where it gets a little bit tricky, where it gets a little different. If I have 5 of something, you know how we learned how to count by 5s? Well, tally marks help you count by 5s. So if I have 5 of something and I want to show it in a different way, I would do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So my 5th line would be that line that diagonal line that's going across, boys and girls, okay? So that's a way to show 5. Again, with tally marks. So if I wanted to show 10 of something, I would do the same thing, okay? So then this is 5, plus one more is 6, plus another one is 7, plus another one is 8, plus another one is 9, and then the 5th one is 10. So here we have 10, okay? So 5 plus 5 is 10. So these 2 tally marks that we're seeing here represent the number 10, okay? And then I do it again. What comes after 10? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so now we have 15. Let's do it again. Let's go. What goes after 15? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so now these tally marks are showing 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, if I keep going, we can, so this is, a way to practice our counting by 5s. So if I have the number 25, boys and girls, I'm going to show it with 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to be using another 5 tally marks. Okay, so now I will have 25 because I'm doing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So moms and dads at home, you can practice this with them, doing tally marks. Again, it's just another way of showing, representing our numbers. Here is a totally different way that you're going to be learning in kindergarten, boys and girls, using units like this, okay? Let's help me count these right now. Follow along with me, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, boys and girls, when we're going to be in kindergarten and in first grade, we're going to learn that that these 10 cubes, you can draw them without necessarily writing out all the cubes, okay? You're going to learn that you can draw them as a stick. You can represent them using a stick. Again, another way to represent our numbers, okay? We just discussed tally marks, but we are going to try something new now, okay? So if we have 10 cubes, okay, or one way that we would show it is by using one straight line, okay? And that's going to represent, we're going to pretend that that is a 10, okay? Again, these are advanced skills that they're going to be exposed to later on, but it doesn't hurt to just make them have them be familiar, right? Especially if you have these at home, it's a great manipulative to show them, how this stick represents, okay, this stick right here, the 10, represents, these cubes here, okay? So if we wanted to make the number 11, okay, well, this long stick here is 10 plus one more makes 11, right? So we have this big stick here, 10, plus one more is 11. So for example, I would, this is a way to show it to them, okay? So here's 10 plus 1 makes 11. All right, if I wanted to show the number 12, what would I do, boys and girls? Remember, I already have 10. I don't have to start again at number 1. We already know that this is a 10. So we're going to count starting from 10. So if we want to make the number 12, boys and girls, well, we would have our big line that's a 10, and then our two little extra cubes like this. Okay, so here's my 10, and then I have two more. So 10 plus 2 equals 12, right? We already have the 10. We're going to start counting from 10. So 10 plus 2 equals 12. So moving on, if I want to make 13, it's the same concept, boys and girls. Start with that big line that represents a 10, and then you're going to have 3 little cubes, right? And so this is what it would look like. Okay, you can build it at home with mom and dad if you have something like this, or maybe you can use little mini blocks if you have them. So here's a 10 plus 3. So 10 plus 3 equals 13. See, this is the teenage family, right? They're made from 10's. Okay, so 10 plus 3. If I wanted to represent the number 14, again, it's the same idea, boys and girls. It's a big, long, straight line that represents a 10. And then I'm going to have 4 little cubes. Okay? So here we go. Here's a great way to show it, boys, moms and dads. Here's 10 plus 4 equals 14. 10 plus 4. And so forth. So if I wanted to have the kids practice, okay, how do we make 15? Well, we do 10 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, this is 10. What comes after 10? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, boys and girls, how do we make 16? 10 plus 6. 10 plus 6. Right? We already know this is a 10. So now we're going to count from 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 10 plus 6 equals 16. How do we make 17? 10 plus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll practice counting. So here we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 10 plus 7 equals 17. To make 18, you'd have 10 plus 8. Make sure that there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you're counting from 10, 11, 12, right? Here's a 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 10 plus 8 is 18. See, boys and girls, it's almost reaching that 10, right? 10 plus 8, 18. All right, and here is 10 plus 9. 10 plus 9. All right. And then if you wanted to make 2 10's, boys and girls, here you go. We just made 2 10's. Here's 1 10, here's another 10, and you get 20. 2 10's equals 20. 10, 20. So a great way to review our 10's, right? Counting, if we build a bunch of 10 groups, then the boys and girls can see 10, 20, 30,